Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Cleveland Browns.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 70 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big playability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
He's set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard, as this will come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. And some room to maneuver. think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Carr going to throw. Out to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Again, it's Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job, because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And the Next Gen Stats going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything, as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they'll get this down to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again. Carr. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tumble.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The 33-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
His pass.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one lines up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to have this down deep into Vegas territory. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Going to the air again with Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And some strong running. Fights off the defender. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready.